Gridanians are well aware of the blessings that the elementals bestow upon them. But behind their reverence lies a fear of disturbing the peace within the Twelveswood and being cast out like the Ixal a millennia prior. This nearly occurred in 1451, when the citizens of Gridania incurred the anger of the elementals and awakened the Green Wrath. The Green Wrath being the forest response to what is known as wood sin, which are acts that go against the will of the elementals. The elementals in the forest itself retaliate until the wood sin is sated and cleansed. During this period, many of the elders of Gridania offered themselves in sacrifice to spare the entire population from meeting the same fate of exile as the Ixal, and expunged the wood sin. Gridania has numerous cleansing rituals in order to purify those affected by wood sin and stay the Green Wrath. Those who fail to partake in such rituals face the danger of invoking the Green Wrath and once ran the risk of becoming what is known as a wildling. It is said that these individuals who angered the elementals are damned to live out their lives wandering the depths of the forest. The Great Loam Growery, home of the Botanist's Guild, plays a critical role in such purification rituals. This rite of transference expunges wood sin by transferring it to a wooden mask worn by those participating in the rite. Magically bound there, the wood sin can then be removed. In some cases of greater wood sin, a grand rite must be held to cleanse it and avoid the Green Wrath. It is remarkably similar in structure and practice to Shinto in the East. While the nomenclature of kami and the idea of kami inhabiting relics and objects is relegated to Othard and Hingashi, the Shinto idea of kami is seen more in practice in the Black Shroud. In Shinto, kami are capable of both benevolent and destructive deeds. If the kami's warnings about good conduct are ignored, they dole out punishment called shinbatsu, which is remarkably similar to the Green Wrath. Offerings and prayer are given to the kami to gain their blessings and to dissuade them from engaging in destructive behavior. Another key theme in Shinto is the concept of purity and corruption. Much like the conjurers and white mages of Gridania seek to purify the corruption disrupting the balance of the Twelvewood, Shinto seeks to cultivate and ensure a harmonious relationship between humans and the kami, or in the case of Final Fantasy XIV, the elementals. Owing to this, Gridanians have earned the reputation of stubbornness among the other city-states, as their commitment to the laws of the forest makes them appear unyielding and brittle. One of these laws is the banning of animal husbandry, as the creatures would disturb the balance of the Twelveswood. Far from limiting the Gridanian diet, however, the residents opt instead to hunt for game in the forest. Hunting in the Twelveswood is strictly regulated by the Trappers League, who also combats poachers who risk disturbing the balance of the forest. While once limited to gathering from the bounty of the Twelveswood for food, the elementals eventually allowed Gridania to clear thickets to cultivate crops. Large garden areas can even be found within the city itself, all helping to feed the citizens without disturbing the elemental balance of the Twelveswood. While Gridanians place their faith in the elementals, and to a lesser extent Nophica, the elementals have also claimed to speak on Nophica's behalf, indicating her both ancient and powerful influence over the Twelveswood and elementals. While the elementals preoccupy the majority of Gridania's faith, the Twelve do as well to a lesser extent. Gridania's patron deity Nophica has earned the devotion of its citizens, though more in cultural practice than religious fervor. One example of this is during plentiful harvests, the citizens of Gridania hold a celebration in the elemental's honor, whereupon they lay gifts of grain, fruit, meat, and fish at Nophica's altar, which consists of a great stone platter within the hollow of an ancient tree. Nophica, the matron, is the goddess of abundance and tender of soils, which aligns well with Gridania's reverence for the elementals and the forest. She commands the elements of earth and is associated with the 11th month of the Eorzean calendar. Nophica is the daughter of Azema and the younger sister of Limlane. She was often depicted as a jubilant farmer holding a scythe of steel, and her symbol is the spring leaf.